What's up?
What's good, people?
This is another episode of Something for the People. All right. So, how your day been, fam?
Been long, been trying to handle business, trying to get stuff done. Just another day, another dollar, I guess.
Oh, well, as long as you're getting a whole dollar, they ain't giving me a dollar. I'm trying to get to a dollar, fam.
Man, what you drinking on over there?
Oh, I'm drinking on this ice, fam. Sparkling ice. Elite. Y'all should get it. They don't sponsor me. I just drink this. But if y'all want to sponsor me, I don't.
My kids love it.
It's something for the
I
people.
always buy it for them and everything. No.
Zero sugar, fam. Get the sugar out your life. I'm just saying, get the sugar out your life.
Something like that.
You know
Apparently it's good.
It's good to me.
I'm not. I don't like fizzy water.
I
have an issue with fizzy water.
My homeboy Joaquin put me on the fizzy water, fam. When he did that, I've been drinking fizzy water ever since.
See, I look at it like this. I don't mind Crystal Light, things like that, but when it comes to like that fizziness, like where it's almost like soda, I might as well get soda.
No.
I want soda if I'm gonna drink something fizzy.
If you get the carbonated fizzy water, call it a day. You don't need soda. Although I did drink soda today. But, if they had the ice up in there, I probably would have switched up for some ice. You been following that Tory Lane? I haven't been following Tory Lane.
I haven't really been following it. I heard about it, and my wife was telling me they might as well just drop it because nobody going to jail. So, and I said, apparently, if nobody going to jail, and I know somebody is going to buck against it, but I'm like, we don't know the entire story because I'm sorry if somebody shot me.
Right.
You going to jail, bro.
Yeah.
But obviously there was a lot more going on.
Yeah. For you to have witnesses and all that, I ain't keep up with it. But my thing is, look, fam, I ain't here to try to tarnish Tory. I ain't here to tarnish Megan Thee Stallion. I don't like. This got blown up because of their status, who they are. I feel like if this was everyday people and this took place, I don't even think it would have made a courtroom, fam. I really don't even think we would not know. We wouldn't care. Nobody would pay attention.
I get only thing I'm actually curious about, honest truth, did you shoot her in her feet? Yes or no? That's all I want to know.
We should be able to just ask that question. Did you shoot her? Did you really shoot her? I don't know.
No excuses, no other stuff. Did you shoot her?
Just straight to the point. Hey, Tori, answer this one question. Did you shoot her? And then call it a day.
Yeah, this is all I want to know. It's like, I don't care enough to be like, man, I got to hunt down, see what's going on with him, see what's going on with her, kind of stuff. But
I wouldn't try to figure it out. Like, I don't know. Me, I was just like, look, I'm not going to invest too much into it. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to invest. Like,
I'm not neither. I was just curious. Did you actually do it, bro?
Did you do it? I don't know.
And
if you did do
that ice.
It's going hard, fam. Get you some. I'm telling you.
Get me some.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
I got it from you.
Exactly. So
but that don't mean you got you some. I'm sipping it. You ain't drinking it. But you ain't drinking the fizzy water. Look, fam, I ain't going to talk about this. All right, but let's jump into it. Young Jock checks his lady Kendra about her comments. She says she doesn't want her son to be like him. Well, their son. I'm sorry. Why did you sleep with a man you don't want to teach your child how to be a man? Like, I don't get that.
Like, I have a big issue with this, but I like the way he checked her because I know when people hear the words, he disrespect. No. I got to let you know the truth real quick because you get on here in front of all these people and say certain things I could say about you, but I don't because that's disrespectful. And I would never want anyone to see my wife, my baby mama, whoever in that kind of light.
Right.
But it always seems like somebody's trying to, he sleeps around a lot. That don't make you a bad man.
Don't make you a bad. And first of all, it don't make you a bad person. Like, it is what it is.
Like, one of the things that I wish people would get out of is the whole, because I don't like it. It makes you a bad person.
Yeah, instantly I gotta condemn you because I don't like what you do, and it's not something that really affects me. That's if he sleeps around, that's that man's bedroom and whoever he laying with.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing
If
to
you
do with
don't like that, okay, get out of that situation.
First of all, if you don't like that, why you so invested? Granted, I'll take for her sake because she is his baby mama.
But
or
she
wife.
knew beforehand.
Right.
She wasn't the first baby mama.
True.
So you knew. That's like no one can sit here talking about, oh man, Future was just a dog. He just dogged me out. First of all, you knew what Future was about. Yep. I don't care how you feel, like your feelings about, oh well, he shouldn't have did me like that. What did you think he was gonna do?
Like, and I'm like, it's like going to see a movie that you've already seen and getting mad at the ending.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean? You knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, you knew the beginning, the middle, the end. You probably could tell me all the plots and things going on.
You already know. It's just a repeat. Only thing switched was the character, and you're the only character that switched.
Yeah.
Everybody else in this movie is the exact same. Future is the same. His baby mamas are the same. You just finna go join the cast.
But the thing, I like the way he said it because Young Jock told his lady, he was like, I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. There's certain things I could say. And she was like, well, go on and say it. I would never do you like that. I'm not about to come on here and for clickbait or likes or anything like that to make you out to be less than the queen you are to me. Right. Now, if we got drama and issues, we talk about that off camera. We talk about that somewhere else.
We got plenty of time.
But for you to say you don't want my children to be like me, I am successful. Mm-hmm. I take care of all my children. I love everybody that I'm with, and I treat everybody with respect. And I'm like,
can't argue with nothing that man said.
Was it? But she kept trying to go with it. I'm like, why? What was the issue? It's like, you don't want your children to be like him. You shouldn't have been with him in the first place.
That's the whole point. I'm like, when do we get to a point where, okay, if he's not good enough to raise my children, if I wouldn't want my kids to be like him, I'm not gonna lay with him. I don't care what type of status he has.
Yeah.
Vice versa. If I don't care how fine she is, fam. If I don't like the way she move, I'm not finna. No.
That's like you got a baby mama that is a horrible person.
Just terrible.
But you like, oh well, man, but the pussy was good. It's like,
it ain't enough.
It's not good enough for me to deal with you for 18 years.
I'm not finna do it.
It's not good enough for me to have to deal with, am I going to get to see my child? Is she using my child as a weapon? Is she bad-mouthing me to my child, and my child automatically starts to think bad about me?
What I be saying for those dudes who be getting in them situations where, okay, you got with her, and the first thing I hate when you talk to a female and she want to tell you about the last dude and she bash him.
Yeah.
I'd be like, one, you on a date with me. Why ain't no need to even discuss him. He's a non-factor.
He's irrelevant.
And then on top of that, if you gonna bash him, if this don't go right, what I expect you to do by me?
Yes.
And I'm like, I know I'm solid.
Like, I know a lot of people hate to hear about Kevin Samuels, late great, God rest his soul. But like, he had this one lady that he asked her. He was like, have you ever took a poll from your exes to see what it was about you that they had issue with? Because apparently so many people keep saying that their ex is a narcissist. And they only say like 10-15% of America are actually narcissists.
Like real.
Like real narcissists. Yeah. So how is it that you get with all the narcissists?
Yeah. You just find them.
Like, or could it be you didn't do everything on your end?
What I'm saying is, you looking and you finding all they flaws, but could it be that you a person who just nitpick and find, like, your primary objective is to find issue with a man?
Yeah.
That's when, like we said in the past, when you're talking about, I'm just waiting on the other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
You already going here with the mindset that this not gonna work. This not gonna work. And no matter how great he is, it does not matter. He gonna mess me over just like the last dude did. And the last dude you was talking about told you up front who he was and what he was about.
Yeah.
Shout out Future. So, so don't be coming at these. You can't come at these people about that. That's not right.
And like my thing is, no matter what like let's say me and my wife are going through something, there's no way I'm gonna get on social media and badmouth my wife. Yeah. That's one of the stupidest things. And honestly, for most people, I tell them, like, if you want to make sure y'all never get back together, go on social media, running your mouth. Because the big issue with that is it's everywhere now. Right. It's we could work on it. Nah, if you really want to work on it,
you can come talk to me.
You could come and talk to me. We could have dealt with this like grown-ups.
We could, treat me like a movie producer, fam. Do you ever see the script before the movie? No. Unless you the actor in it. Yeah. We go, hey, look, this is what we doing. I'm going to chop this out. I'm going to change this up. I'm going to flip that around. All for you. And then when we go present that to the world, we present our masterpiece. But the problem is people letting people into the writing room. Yeah. My parents always told me when I was younger, when we go in a room and close the door, that's us. Yeah. Like that don't have nothing to do with you. That ain't, because that's us. We telling what we finna do. We making our plans. We figuring it out. The problem is people got the misconception that your bedroom then somehow made its way to Facebook. Your bedroom in your house and somehow made it to Instagram. Your bedroom, your house then made it to TikTok. And now your whole life is a media. And you know what? A media circus. Yeah. Everybody looking in at the caged animals.
And that's the issue that we have now. That's one of the biggest reasons why so many people break up. Because everybody else is trying to jump into it.
Got something to say.
Wait on it. Talk about it. Try to explain. Why you shouldn't do this. Why you should. Yeah. I wouldn't put up with that. Mind your business and take care of your house.
Go sit down. Like I'm saying, look. I understand people like drama. Personally, I'm not a fan, but I'd be like, people like drama, but that don't mean you have to be the provider. You ain't got to be the source. Like, don't hop on. I'm telling you, you going to hop out there and remember in a time where girls had to watch what they said about their man to their father? Yeah. Because depending on what you say, I'm going to like him or not like him. Yeah. You can say one thing that mess up me and that guy relationship forever. Yeah, that's very true. Simple stuff. He left me somewhere. I don't care what he does from this point on. Yeah. You ain't going to talk to him. You don't get my blessing. I'm just straight to it. Yeah. Oh, that's very true. But it's like these days, shoot, you let everybody know. It's your status. Yeah.
And that's what's so crazy is like, people want those likes so bad they'll do anything for.
You'll sell your life. You'll sell your privacy. Like, I understand Kanye West talking about, hey, the paparazzi, y'all getting too close, y'all invading in my space. Because he like, I just made music and y'all liked it a lot. But I didn't sign up for you to take and jump into my actual life. You should have liked just the music. And now, his political run and whatever he's trying to do. But in the beginning, it was just like my music. You don't need to know nothing about me or what I do. Just like my music. Yeah. Into that. They started jumping his fence, snapping photos of him. Now you, wanting to be important, then start jumping on the outside of your fence and start arguing in your front yard. And wondering why everybody got something to say about what I'm doing. Yeah.
You putting it out there.
You a character with no TV. Yeah. I see everything. I see your whole life every day. I see all your mess. When you throw your man clothes over the balcony, and when you cussed him out in the front yard, when the girl came and confronted him and you, I mean all that. And then if I wasn't there, you got a replay. You put the replay on Instagram and TikTok, YouTube, and it for
You
me.
want to make sure people knew.
You
want to
make sure that we know your life is chaotic and messy, and
Yeah.
then turn around and somebody who want to be a new star and they go sign up to be with you. I'd be like, look, if you don't want your kids to act like her, don't be with her. Don't go lay down with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, no. But in her case, you already laid up, made the kid, and you got with him. That's your man now. So it's stuff about Young Jock that she truly admires.
You should, because
the
you
hustle, the like he said, I take care of all my kids. Like, regardless if I'm with you or not with you, if it's I got a kid with you, the kid's provided for.
Yeah.
You can't knock him. You can say what you want about how he moved with his women, but at the end of the day, all his kids fed, clothed, and taken care of. The women he with through his kids most likely are living decent lifestyles. And at the end of the day, it's people who came up with him, came up on his back, like all kinds of stuff. So no, you ain't finna sit here and tell me that you want your kids to be like him, successful.
Yeah. Successful, rich, actually doing what they need to do.
Yeah, focused. Like, keep moving in the right light. All right. Is the promotion of single motherhood going too far?
I definitely think it's going way too far.
Okay. Speak on it.
I have an issue with it because, don't get me wrong, I understand you having to step up to the plate to do what you need to do. I respect any woman, any man, whoever. If you're stepping up to a plate, yes, you may have to do it by yourself. But what they're doing now is basically like cutting out the whole thing and just being like single mother. Bruh, if you signed up to be a single mother. Some people are like, I don't want nothing to do. I just want the baby. Oh, I'm a single mother. You know, I had to deal with this, and I have to take care of my children, and nobody has to do for my children. I do for my children. I'm like, but you're missing a key thing. You signed up for that.
Right.
Like, it's the difference if you're widowed, if even a divorce. Oh, y'all been married, divorced. But even with the whole divorce thing, if y'all got together, you got knocked up real quick, and y'all got divorced in less than a year, y'all weren't supposed to be together.
Right.
It's just like the push of it. And then it's pushed everywhere on social media. It's pushed on, oh, we don't talk about single fathers. Oh, no, there's no single fathers. Yes, there's a lot of single fathers. There's a lot of fathers out here that do that. And then, you know, Fantasia had that, this goes out to all my baby mamas. I'm like, promoting that, don't get me wrong. For those women that step up and like, hey, whether your father's here or not, I'm going to take care of you. Mad respect.
Right.
But it's not badge of honor just because you have a baby.
True. I second that.
It's like everybody does it. Everybody has a baby. Well, those that God willing, that are able to have a baby, have a baby.
Right.
It's not like, oh man, you had to go through some trials and tribulations to be, oh, I get this status to be able to have a baby. No, you open your legs just like a dude. You lay down with her. You had a baby.
Right.
It's not a badge of honor. That's not. Now, you being there, you loving, you nurturing, you caring, all those things, that's what gets you that respect. Not you trying to be like, oh, I did it myself.
Right. What I have issue with is when you do that and you try to, that single motherhood, super proud about it, which I'm fine with you being proud about being a mother. Single mother, I'd be like, you pushing it now. But at the same time, like I said, I do understand. You brought up very valid points. Sometimes you widowed. Sometimes it's a marriage gone south. All kinds of stuff like that. But if it's just you met a guy, you got pregnant, you threw him on child support, and you telling him, well, he don't do nothing for my kid. Well, you set up here, you threw the law system in his life, and you probably get and you only telling half the story. Realistically, how do you treat him when he comes by? Are you trying to co-parent with him, or are you just trying to be a burden to him because he doesn't want you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or even if it ain't that he don't want you, it's just, oh, now I got a new man in my life and I don't want you around, but at the same time I still got this kid with you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy. I don't understand that.
It don't make sense.
I'm like, you have a child. Yes, I understand you have a life.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at it like this. When I had my children, I stopped doing certain things. Because I'm like, that doesn't help me being a father to my children. My children have never seen me intoxicated.
True. Ever.
I look at it like this. And I'm like, when I was young, when I was probably about 9 or 10, at one point in time, my dad was drinking a lot. Mm-hmm. And like, we had to help him into the house. That burnt a mind, something image in my mind. Yeah. And I'm like, I never want my children to ever see me that way.
In that state.
And then I'm like, even my father, after that, he went sober. He was like, he stopped drinking liquor. He stopped drinking a lot of stuff because he was like, I don't want my child to see me that way ever again.
Right.
And that's why I'm like, it's crazy out here, because as a good father, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
It's like, I want my child to understand daddy is going to do what daddy needs to do.
Exactly.
But as a mother, that should be the same thing. Mama is going to do what mama needs to do. If daddy's not in your life like that, okay, he's not here. I'm going to take care of you the best I can.
Exactly. But at the same time, I'm going to take care of you the best I can, but I understand if you still hurt. Because a lot of people try to remove that. Oh, a lot of people try to remove the hurt. Like, no. You don't need him. You don't need nothing from him. But that ain't realistic. It's like, I'm going through. I don't have what I believe all my friends and all my peers have. So there's a level of hurt. There's a level of abandonment issue. There's stuff that child's going to have to process. But if you so gun-ho about I'm a single mother, I'm all you need, look, allow that child, in my mind, allow that child to feel that hurt and process that. Because that's a level of trauma. And like I said, when it comes to that abandonment, it's he or she going to have to deal with that in their own way. They have to acknowledge that pain. So you telling them, nah, don't be crying about this. Look, when it comes to that child expressing to you that I do not have my father around and that hurts me, or vice versa, I don't have my mother around and that hurts me, you have to let them feel that pain, and you got to let them process that in their own way.
Yeah.
Man, that's what I feel like a lot of that single mother jargon does. It tries to numb the child to the pain and the hurt they really feel. Like I'm saying, because you always hear kids talk about, I feel like he didn't want me, but in reality, you don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
You just got what was given to you, and most of the time, what's given to you is this negative perception or this negative, dialogue about your father or the person who's not around.
And what is so bad, I hear it all the time. Like, I've heard it from friends, from family members, from my brother. Like, a lot of people push this out here. Oh, they didn't want me. They didn't care about me. They just didn't want to be with the child's mother or significant father, however you want to say it. But that's all they didn't want. They wanted to love and take care of their child. Don't get me wrong. I know there's some trash dudes in here that don't step up. Right. I know there's some trash moms that don't step up.
Correct.
I'm not talking about them, but there are a lot of people out here that really love and want to be in their child's life or make an impression on their child, but they don't get those opportunities.
Correct.
Because we're pushing this narrative, I could do it by myself.
I can do it by myself, and you don't need nothing else. That's just like you bought your child a car for their birthday.
Yeah.
But, oh, no. I bought you the car. The car is all you need. So I don't need gas? Yeah. Is it electric? No. It's a gas-powered car. Yeah. But you don't need to be hurt that you can't drive the car because you don't have gas.
Yeah. Like, okay, for example, like I always have that pride, that issue of pride, because, and I'm working on my issues of pride because, like, for example, like I'm moving into a house in the next couple of months. I'm like, God, by God's grace, my brother-in-law was able to help me with that.
Right.
But it's like, yeah, at first I was like, no, I wanted to do it all on my own and stuff like that. But then he was like, I'm going to be real with you. Why? Why would you want to just do it all by yourself? Because of the fact that he was like, oh, my dad helped me. There were people that helped my dad too. Why wouldn't I help the next person?
Right. I'm like, what type of hero cookie you think you finna get for that? Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, nobody's gonna walk into your house and be like, only reason you got this because your fam helped you. Okay, so you go to the bank, get a loan. Did the bank not help you?
Yeah.
I mean,
somebody's helping
you can't, because unless you actually have it like that, where you got it all on your own, which I don't feel like there's anybody in America, including Jeff Bezos, who was able to do that. There's nobody who's able to move.
First of all, Jeff Bezos, the reason he got to where he was is because of his wife. That's why when they got a divorce, he didn't mind paying her billions of dollars because it was in their house. She helped him build that.
This is what we got. We built this. So it's there, and that's what I'm like people with like that statement you be making, pride effing with you.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, fam, that pride, throw that away. When you start talking about pride, I'm proud of my family and how we moved and how we advanced. Pride is a hindsight feeling. Like, we've accomplished all this, and I look back on my life with pride because I'm proud of where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Whether it was I'm proud because I made it through what I made it through, or I'm proud because I've advanced to where I've advanced, and these people helped me along more. I
got to a level that I possibly couldn't have got on my own.
Exactly.
Like, if you're trying to be a billionaire and you're a millionaire, you're not just going to be a millionaire without connections. Yeah. You're not going to be a billionaire without connections.
Shout out Adidas.
Yeah.
I ain't seen that.
Kanye just figured that out real quick. Like, you went from a little more than $2 billion to $500 million.
Yeah, it's a little pressure. I'm just saying, when you take into account what you've lost.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. He still got the money.
He's still yay.
But I'm like, man,
if he drop a 5, I'm still buy it.
How many people can say I lost $1.5 billion in less than 24 hours?
That's a different feeling.
Like, you know how hurt you got.
Hurt you. Like, that'll shoot you. That's a shot straight to your pride.
Yeah.
There's no, like, what? Because now you're looking at all you built, and now you just watching somebody with a wrecking ball come and knock all your.
Yeah.
And the problem is, he the one sitting inside the grain. He's the one driving it. I'm like, you gotta calm down, fam.
Right, you're knocking your own stuff.
You're knocking your own stuff. And granted, from what they say, from what he says, like, this is what I wanted to do. But that's just like that girl who come back and she ain't got knocked down by the whole crew. Well, I just wanted to get ran through. No, you probably did. It just happened.
One man.
You wanted one guy, and you had to work your way up the rank to get to that one guy.
Yeah.
It's terrible, but it's true. Or vice versa. You just wanted to take her on a date, but she ended up bringing 30 people with her, and now you the sucker trying to cover this bill, and you know you ain't got it.
If you paying for 30 people, man.
Hey, I don't know now, cause that paying that bill ain't gonna be simple. That's what I'm saying. It ain't
gonna be simple, but you a simp for it.
You a simp, cause you got played.
Like, no, that
you
was
a level like, 1 character.
That was just like the dude that tried to that wants to sue the girl because he took her out on a date, and then her boyfriend came and picked her up from the date.
Yeah, like,
oh man, yeah.
But that's disrespectful. One, but at the same time, I'd be like, look, it is what it is. She out here, she's hungry. He don't want to pay. Just go on a date then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I come pick you up.
I can pick you up. Just let me know when you're ready to leave.
Like,
Boys run a cold game these days. Okay. So, K104 in Dallas says, once a cheater, always a cheater. For men. Once you're a cheater, you're always a cheater.
Like, I was listening to this on K104, and I thought it was crazy because they were like, once a cheater, always a cheater. And I'm like, that's not true. Like, don't get me wrong. Because, okay, that's like saying once a thief, always a thief. Like, right. Okay, but everybody done stole a pencil before. Whether you meant to or you didn't mean to.
That's true.
Like, if somebody was like, here, I got this pencil for you, or a pen, but my thing is, I look at it as, it's never one-sided, never cut that simple. Like, don't get me wrong. Now, if you're a habitual cheater, okay, yeah, you got to work on doing the right thing. But I'm like, it depends on what you consider cheating now, because most men, the average American man will say cheating is me sliding up in another chick.
That's what it is.
But that is not what everybody says. Oh, you were entertaining someone else. That's cheating. Oh, somebody kissed you. That's cheating. Oh, you didn't tell me about the person that you're kicking it with. So that's cheating.
It's awkward.
It's like, don't get me wrong. There's lines that I don't feel you should cross.
True.
But I'm like, cheating is me actually having sexual intercourse with that other person.
Right.
And I know somebody's going to say, nah, that's not the only way you could cheat. There's emotional cheating.
Like, when people start putting all this extra, it's like, you already got a good story, fam. You got a hero, you got an antagonist, and you got a backstory, and you got a plot twist in the end. That's cheating.
Okay.
So, the hero is whoever got cheated on. The antagonist is the cheater. Mm-hmm. Then the cheated on you, what did he do? Why he do that? They don't ever try to figure out.
And that was one of the things that I heard some people, like, they were going through people and they were like, well, it doesn't matter. Only you can make you cheat. And I'm like, that's not true. Because, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's not your fault, because it's both of your fault. But when you get to the point where you're saying, oh, I can withhold, that's like love. If you withhold some love from someone, they're going to search other places for love.
Right.
Like, if you withhold sex, no matter how you feel, oh, it shouldn't be based on sex. If you withhold sex, that person after so long gonna be like, I gotta find it somewhere. Some people may go to porn.
And this is what I'm gonna tell you. When you get to going through and trying to rationalize how that moves, think about it like a job. You go to work and you do your job 365 days and they hold your check back. They don't pay you. What you gonna do? Yeah. First, you gonna complain. You gonna sue them. You gonna do everything in your power. But at the end of it, you gonna do what? Find you a new job. And this might be your dream job. This might be the job you like.
This was
I
the
love
best job I ever had.
And that's why I was able to do the work that I was doing for so long without compensation, because I really love it here.
Yeah.
But it's the principle. you owe me. And I know people like, well, you can't say somebody owes you sex. I'm not saying that they owe you sex. What I am saying, there's an expectation to where if you gonna be the sole provider of something in my life and you don't provide it, then it's only right that I cancel the contract because you're not up keeping your end of the contract.
Yeah.
Right? You ain't up keeping your end. Cool. Let me go find a different provider. Only difference is a lot of people don't do this one essential part of that. Cancel the contract.
Yeah.
Take them. Hey, look, you ain't upholding your end. I've been faithful. I've been doing everything in my power to make you, happy, or at least not bring any type of stress into your life. Take care of this, pay for that, and I've been faithful all the way up until this point, and I told you, you need to put out. You decided whatever you decide. I don't feel like it. It's just not in me. That's cool. So either we need to renegotiate the terms of our contract, to where you're gonna let me outsource that part, or I'm gonna have to outsource you. And I really, like I said, you a dream job. I love being here. I love being with you. I love what we got going. However, if my needs aren't being met,
and that's the thing is, somebody gonna clock in. No matter what job you at, somebody gonna clock in.
Or get
or get fired.
Look, you can go so long without eating food.
Yeah.
But then eventually you're gonna die. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
So you can go a long time without sex. You can go a long time without intimacy, as far as you can go a long time. But eventually you can't complain when you starve a relationship for so long and that relationship die.
Yeah.
You cannot get upset.
And you can't. One of the things that a lot of people try to use is the statements and try to make, I guess you would call it tricking someone. It's like, oh, well, if you really love me, you would have did this. Like,
can't tell me what I'm gonna do. That's what you would do.
Like, that's like back in the day. I used to tell people, you know who I am. You know what I'm about. I'm like, I'm not looking for no relationship, no long-term stuff. Like, oh, well, okay, that's cool. If you said that's cool, you can't get mad that you don't get a relationship.
True.
Now, if you're saying, yes, I want a relationship, there's a lot of people that are like, okay, well, obviously this isn't going to work for me. These are not the terms that I want to live under, so I can't do it.
I can't do that.
And that's fine. But you know as well as I do, I'm going to treat you right, but I'm not going to give you sex, or I'm not going to give you love that you need.
Right.
They're going to be like, yeah, that ain't going to work,
It's
right?
gonna work.
Because I know it's not going to work. You should try your hardest to say, oh, well, I'll be celibate with you. Oh, I'll do that. If you know that's not you.
That's what compromise comes in. Like, you want this. Like, monogamy, don't get it confused. A guy, I don't ever feel like there's an actual guy who's just dying to be monogamous.
Yeah.
But you'll meet somebody, hopefully, and you'll be like, for that particular person, I can do it.
For that, I could chill out.
I could put the rest of them away if she's down. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, because most of the time, monogamy is what the woman wants.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
So, now, you in this relationship, you got the woman of your dreams, like I said, your dream job. This is the one I want. And then they take away the perk. It's like, no. You got to do all this work with no paycheck and no benefits. And you be like, well, at a certain point, this ain't the dream job.
F this job.
This ain't the job. I'm not, no.
Yeah.
People, a key phrase that I always keep in the back of my mind every time I think about you make unrealistic and expectations, and outside of that, you put undue stress on the situation. It's not necessary. The job ain't that hard. Loving me is not that hard, fam. Yeah. It's just not. Like, and if you feel like it is, then
this wasn't the job.
This ain't the job for you. This ain't what you want. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah,
and like, so You come through, you got your criteria. If you're going to work for this job, you can't have a second job. Okay. But what I require in order to do that is this. Can you meet those expectations? Every employer going to put yes. And then you turn around and be like, look, now, I've been going and you said you could do, but I know, you see that I've been putting in. I did what I said. You ain't do what you said.
I came to the job. I was on time. I did the stuff I was supposed to.
Everything you asked. Every time you asked for something, did you not receive? Okay, then why is this that way? Why is that way? What's up?
Yeah.
And like I said, so that whole, but going back to, because we drifted kind of far.
Yeah, we kind of drifted.
Here's what it is. Going back, when that statement, once a cheater, always a cheater. So what you said is you don't believe in second chance. You don't believe people can change. You don't believe that environment and circumstances cause people to react certain ways.
My thing is, why is it for only the men that it's once a cheater, always a cheater? Because I'm like, and they said 4 men. They didn't say for both. They just said 4 men. And then they had a whole bunch of people call in for the women and say, oh, yeah. For the men and say, yes, I believe once a cheater, always a cheater. It's like, and then, like, they were all talking about it. I'm like, so we act like men the only ones cheat. Who are they cheating with? And we're not going to act like all the men that cheated, they were in a relationship, and all the women that messed around with that dude were single.
Right. And also, we got to also dispel like a taboo, like this false notion. If that man did not say he was with you,
yeah,
then he didn't cheat on you. He's not with you.
Yeah.
Like, because the whole thing with this new age thing, we don't want to put a title on it. Everybody put a title on it.
Yeah.
Every organization, literally with families, every time you have a child, Jeremy,
yeah,
you put a title. That's the new Hicks right there. Yeah. That's Hicks.
That's my son.
That's a title.
That's my daughter. That's my last name.
That's my brand. I'm bringing out this child. This child gonna be raised this way. Going back to the young jock, he gonna act like me. You know what I'm saying? So that's my brand. That's my stamp. So when I go and get in a relationship, no. You don't want to put a label on it. So what? Either you saying you don't want to be with me, or you too insecure to accept who I am and like be with me under my terms. Like you can't, like maybe I'm at a level above you by your own stance, own words. Like you messed around with too many women. You know when they hit you with that whole, oh, I know your type. You don't know me. You assume something based on how you value me. You put me higher than other people do, and I'm fine with that. I like people who like me, but at the same time, don't prejudge me based on because you can't believe that you can receive something at this level.
Yeah,
like that's not my fault. You came in here, you showed up here at my store with bad credit, and we still serviced you, and you can't believe it.
Yeah.
So,
it's very true. But I'm just gonna say it like this: no matter what you say, what you do, everybody can be innocent. Everybody can be guilty. Everybody can be a cheater. Everybody can be faithful. It just depends on if they gonna do that with you.
It's the environment. It's the person you with. You gotta ask yourself. Every man has the potential to be faithful, but can he be faithful with you? And also, you need to determine early in the game what is faithful to you, because like I said, we got a lot of titles going around now. So it's faithful. Yeah, you can be with me and one other chick that I like, or what like. Y'all need to determine what y'all gonna be doing, and then live under those confines, live under those rules. But a lot of that could be solved. A lot of that whole men cheat and they'll never change can be solved with a simple conversation.
Yeah.
what are we, and what do we want?
Yes. We, not you.
Yeah. What do we want? Do you want this to be a monogamous thing or not? Are we together? Simple stuff. But that, like I said, that insecurity that on the offset, that when you ask, are we together? And he might say no.
Yeah.
What do we want from this? Well, I want you and your friend. That's a conversation.
I was laughing because somebody asked me, and I was like, I ain't cheated on nobody.
Oh, one of my hunters out here and hit me up. I can't necessarily see right here.
Yeah, but nah, I was thinking about. I'm like, I ain't cheated on nobody.
It's Mike. It's Bully.
But there's always someone that tries to say, oh, well, you did them wrong or stuff like that. I'm like, how did I do that?
Right.
I told you what this was. And somebody will be like, oh, well, I just thought. See, that's your problem. I told you. You thought otherwise.
And you going with your first mind instead of my first statement.
Yeah.
I told you what this was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't be upset if I tell you. If I don't tell you, then that's different. Because I left you to assume whatever you want to assume. But if I'm upfront and honest, and I tell every guy that ever talked to any female, be upfront and honest from jump. What do you want from her?
Yeah.
Is this just a moment? Tell her that.
Yeah.
She might be down for that. Most likely, with the way the women work these days, from what I hear, she might be down with just, hey, this is just going to be a couple minutes, couple hours. We're going to chat you up. I'm going to show you around
who knows?
town.
One moment may lead to another moment.
You might grow, but you'll never know unless you tell her exactly what you want. And don't be ashamed of who you are. I am who I am. I don't move with deception.
Don't
this is
don't
who I am.
That friend zone move.
Nah, don't friend zone.
Because
ain't no such thing as friend zone.
I won't be your friend. It's like, no, you know.
First of all, I forgot what's that Cocktails podcast. She said she had a food bae. His whole job, he's the bae. He don't hit. He just comes and buys me food.
You realize how lame that
nigga, you silly.
You realize how pissed you should be at yourself?
Think about this.
I'm the only one. She called me for food.
Think about this, fam. You took her out to Papa Bros Steakhouse. Got her the New York Strip, fam. With the lobster mac and everything. She go home full and be like, thank you. You did, fam. I'm gonna blow that back. In honor of you, fam.
Like, hey, man.
Because of what you did today. You did.
You
really
made my job easy.
It's easy. You know what I'm saying?
You realize how?
I'm just like, that's wild.
Like, when you think about it, it's like, wow. But could dude do that? Oh, she only take me out the food.
Well, most time you gotta knock them down.
Yes. Like,
so you gotta put out.
As a dude, you gotta do the homes on it.
Right.
Now, one may be more, oh, well, I like her more than I like her.
Right.
But they all gotta receive
you ain't gonna
beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, they gonna get the whole enchilada. They might get the relationship. That's your trunk, or that's your hold to the end. I still got this relationship that I'm starving all y'all love. But I'll give you what resembles it's relationship-ish. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I sent you flowers to your job. That's relationship-ish. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get to tell your friends, girl, look what he sent me and this, that, and the third. Until you get down to cubicle number 3 and see the same flowers, a card and my name on it too. Like,
But she got chocolates and you only got the flowers.
Come on now. I'll be like, if you mad, call Food Bay. That's how I'm going to treat you. Call Food Bay. See if he going to pull up for you and do for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't see the point in this. We keep lying to each other. But like I said, when you go through life and you don't set up as a rock, chicken is a chicken, a cow is a cow, and we don't eat rocks.
Yeah.
Is this your girl? Is this not your girl? Is this somebody I'm just kicking it with? What are we? Then the next question, like I said, in every conversation, what do we want?
Yeah.
Because if you decide that that's your girl, you have to take that. It ain't about me no more. Turn the M upside down. It's we now. What do we want? All right. But going back to answer the question, no, I don't. I don't believe once a man cheats, he's always a cheater. I believe that just like everything else in the cosmos, change is real.
Yeah.
And when put in the right environment,
yes, anybody can change.
He can change. You can take a trapper and put him in real estate, and he could thrive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just is what it is.
One of my favorite comedians, because he could break things down in so many different ways to make you honestly think about it. But I don't like how people's words is like, basically you use those words to attack, but if you flip that same word on somebody else, it's like, oh, well, you're playing the victim. Like, it's almost like it's almost like if I pull a gun out on you, but I got rubber bullets, but then when I turn it to somebody else, they turn into real bullets. It's like, hold up, I'm trying to figure out why is it okay for me to have rubber bullets here, but then real bullets here? It's like,
right.
You're playing. I'm trying to figure out the right way to say it. It's like you're playing words that you know could be triggering, but then you'll do the same thing to someone else.
Right.
That was like when they were talking about. Okay, like when they were talking about LGBTQ and Dave Chapelle was making fun of them and calling them the alphabet people and teasing them, punching down. But then when Dave Chapelle talked about the lady that was of the LGBTQ, Daphne, that ended up killing herself after the LGBTQ attacked her for being his friend.
Right.
It's just like,
you can't do that.
You're doing like, basically, if I say something to you, it's wrong. But you could sit here and say something bad to them, and it's okay.
It all comes down to when people want to put on that victim badge, they act like they're moving with immunity. You know how when Mario get the star, just to run through everybody, and it's like, oh, all the carnage you caused, you killed all these people, but you was doing it to get the princess. So it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But Bowser, in essence, is doing the exact same thing. I took a fee because I wanted her.
Yeah.
And Mario saying he's a victim now because, he took my girl. So I get to kill everybody to go get the girl back from him, and it's okay. It's a hero's tale. It's not right. We got but at the same time, we've been conditioned to believe that is so. So when you show up and no, you horrible, you this, you that, you third. You see what he said to me? You see what they did to me? You see my scars?
Yeah.
Y'all trash for letting him talk to me like this. Yeah. You a horrible individual for letting him do that to me.
And what? That's the part that's so crazy. It's like, hold up. You sitting here telling me it's wrong. That's like, for example, they had one on TikTok where the girl was, it was a couple. It was supposed to be two actors. They walk out here. They're, the first one is the guy, he's talking to his woman, but he talking to her crazy. Like, he's saying stuff, he grabbing her, pushing her up against the fence and everything like that. And then everybody just comes to the aid and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay. I understand that. Come to a person's aid when they need you. But then, in the next scene, same couple, they switch the roles. The dude's over here trying to walk away, and she's over here yelling at him, smacking him, pushing him up against the wall and everything. Everybody's just sitting there, some people laughing, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, it's the same thing.
Right.
So what's my issue is, what's the difference?
Well, see, that's why when I always say to seek equality is foolish because people will always assess the power dynamic. Most times, how we've been conditioned, like I said, westernized society, we've been conditioned to believe that a man, when dealing with a woman, is always in a position of power. So if a woman's punching a man, they're like, he always has the potential to stop the threat. But we don't want him to. We don't want him to exercise that. He should not go and defend himself and stop this or hit her back. He should not do that because then you're abusing your power.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's more responsible to be equitable. Now, the civilians, hey, if you see me hitting on a girl, then call the cops. Why? Yeah. Because that's the equitable response. The cops should be a neutral party. So if she hitting on me and you call the cops, one of us got to go. And you were the aggressor, so they're going to take you away. If I was the aggressor, they're going to take me away. But that's equitable. At the end of the situation, and it's a guy getting beat on by some 4'0" girl. Be like, ha, 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 if you want to fix that, you could. Although, like I said, I don't want you to.
Yeah.
But, like I said, on your behalf, brother, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the cops. They're going to come figure that out for you. Regardless, and if it's the other way around, I don't do the message. Now, if I see you over there just beating the lady senseless, I have to stop that. And that's more so because out of respect for me, you probably shouldn't be doing that, fam. Yeah. Granted, if you don't know me, you don't know me. But if you do, and you in my space, everybody in my house lives under my protection. So if you come visit my house, hey, you under my protection. Your man can't beat you up in here. He take you outside. It's sovereign land. I don't control outside. What I'll do for you is I'll call the cops. But in here, if he's threatening you in any way, I'll stop that. If she's threatening you in any way, I'm gonna stop that.
Yeah, and I agree with it. As long as you fair about it. But that's like when they talk about the whole thing about the word hoe. Because so many people talk about when you say hoe.
We gonna get there. We still gotta get the
oh, my bad. We there?
We ain't there yet. We went away. In fact, Dave Chapelle speaking on the unfairness, I understand, and it's true. The villain sometimes is the victim because the victim will come out swinging at everybody else, and now everybody else then already put the person, the antagonist, under their control. You know what I'm saying? So when Kanye West was talking about Pete Davidson and talking about my wife getting hit by this 10-inch penis and you won't help me, he's playing victim, okay?
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I hate that happened to that man. For your wife to be in that situation. But at the same time, you can't swing at me because you can't deal with Kim and Pete. You need to accept what is. This ain't working no more. I hate that it's that way, but accountability. I'm in this situation because
he should have just knocked off one of her friends. Somebody
easy. He should have knocked off a sister. The way they operate, I'm certain he could have did it.
I'm pretty sure he could.
He could have did it.
And before somebody says, "Oh no, that's just wrong," man, let's be real. Kim done did some real janky stuff.
First of all, you throw a birthday party for my child, and don't tell me where it is. And that's like I said, I'm not gonna do the whole social media thing. No. Yeah. I'm not gonna hop on social media. My child is in Chicago. No one wants to tell you. You gonna come home, and you gonna find out that your mama been with me. Be like,
I'm trying to get caught on this.
I'm finna get caught. I'm like, every family.
I ain't gonna finish until
I'm not gonna finish. I'm gonna show up. At all the family functions. Be like, look. It's crazy how this work, North, because I'm your granddad.
I'm your grand uncle. I'm your grand uncle, daddy. Yeah,
I'm mixed up in this thing. You understand? Your mama put us in this situation. I wanted her. She was foul how she treated me.
Hey, it be like that.
You know, but I'm just saying, if you gonna act wild with me, look.
Yeah. You can't talk about the gloves being off on your end, and I ain't gonna take no gloves off.
I'm gonna show you. I'm like, part of me, I spent a lot of, because I used to be extremely petty, fam.
Yeah, me too.
And I spent a lot of my time in my, like 29 moving into 34 now. I'm 34 now. I was like, I can't do it. It's too much energy to be this petty. Like it got to a point where I'm just thinking of ways to upset you because you've upset me. And I'm like, I'm done with that. I had to release all that. So I'm like, but I know if I want to do it, I'm skilled at it. I was too good.
Oh, like, yeah, I'm very good at being petty.
I'm good at petty.
I'm just saying.
But I'm like, I'm not, even though I'm skilled at this, I can't keep doing it because the toll it puts on me, because I have to go out my way to make sure you know that I was being petty.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's just, yeah. So now I'm petty free, but in Kanye's situation, okay, you laid up with Pete, Kendall. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Kylie got something. I might hit Kylie. It don't matter.
Well, I know Courtney will do it.
Done.
Her, Kim and Courtney always getting into it. So, hey, Courtney, you want to get one over on Kim?
No, I'm not even coming at that. I'm like, I'm finna make this serious. It's gonna be crazy because I'm gonna be like, I want my whole family together. And I'm gonna be like, could you send North over here for Christmas? You're like, you gotta go to your auntie and your daddy house to get your presents. I'm like, look.
Yeah, what was that? The game, he knocked off 3 of them. Well,
what did you expect? I stayed with none.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But also, when you go back to how Kanye got in that situation with Kim, that was all. I was like, that woman's married, fam, and you out here trying to pull her from her, and now you in this situation, somebody doing that to you, and now you playing victim. So I'm like, see, when you was the guy,
comes around.
How you get them is how you can lose them.
Yeah.
So here's what it is. This is now the segment of You Won't Believe This, and this is brought to you by.
Shout out to my beautiful wife. Check her things out. Yanni Like Mine. These anklets, bracelets. They have thigh chains. Basically, they have all those jewelry accessories you need. Check them out on wastedesires.com. Also, you can subscribe to them on Facebook, on Instagram. They have a lot of things up there. Check them out. Yanni Like Mine. Ladies, take care of it. If you don't know what your Yanni is, you'll step behind.
Just Google it.
Yeah.
Internet
Google
knows.
It'll help you out.
Internet knows.
And Tracy Like Mine. Hair care for black women by a black woman. Take care of your hair. I know every woman out here that hair care gets billions of dollars. Buy something that's actually going to help you.
Exactly. So Tyler Bailey, Luxury Clothes by Luxury Guy. He's done things for Wendy Williams, T-Pain, you name it. He's most likely giving them some form of fashion sense in clothing because he does the shoes, he does the hoodies, he does the, like I said, it's a luxury clothing brand. Okay. You got Wiggly. He also was sitting out here. He the one who sent the Yo-Yo Was Goody. He does his podcast, State of Being. He's out there. Go listen to him. If you don't like what he said the first time, listen to him again, because I'm certain he gonna come up and you most likely gonna be resonating with what that man's saying. D-Mac, he's a barber. Shout him out. He cuts hair. I should go see him. I really should go see him this time. You know.
Man, I just got mine cut and I need to get it cut again.
Understood. I was just like, reoccurring. I'm at the point where I just need to learn how to cut hair, fam. Because I need to be consistently fresh. You know what I'm saying? And the even all around ain't what. Because I keep the what. Let me get back because we still on the show. Yeah. So those who I'm shouting out, if I didn't shout you out, it's no. But also, Something for the People podcast, YouTube, Facebook. You're probably watching this on there right now. That's something, the number 4, DAPPLE. people. And if you're on YouTube, throw a podcast at the end of that, and it's gonna limit
like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
Need your support.
And also, if you know anybody with ice, sparkling ice, and you can get me a sponsorship with them, if they could just send me a couple cases a month, I would appreciate everything that y'all did for me. Okay. Women are attacking Glorilla after she says women should go 50-50 with a man.
Like, I laughed at it because I liked that she was honest about it. She was like, well, I mean, honestly, there's no problem, real issue with going 50-50. Because if I have it and he has it and we put it together, we get everything we need.
Right.
But a lot of women were having an issue with it. How dare you say go 50-50? Oh, men want to be a roommate and you want a daddy.
No. Men want to be a roommate? What if men want to be a roommate for seeking you pay to stay? Like, then what does that make you? You want to be a mooch. You want to be, and don't get me wrong,
when I'm in need.
If you found you a woman who, like I said, you grow into that space, right?
Yeah.
Like, my wife, hey, if I found myself with a large lump sum of money and she like, I really just want to retire, I don't see the issue. My mama, guarantee, if I ever got the paper, you retire, but you earned that status with me.
Yeah.
Like, you seen me at a very low spot, you see me in the middle, and when I get to the top, if you see me at the top, hey, you earned it. Because I know you ain't moving.
Earning versus wanting.
Yeah.
Like, if I earned this, yes, you deserve this. Like, same thing with my wife. If I ever make it to that status, hey, you know what, baby? Go ahead. She ain't gonna retire even though I want her to, but she ain't gonna retire.
Focus on what you want to focus.
We all need to have a job right now in this economy today. But if I make it to the status where it's like, hey, don't even worry about that job. You know what? Relax, chill out. I got it.
Focus on the home. Focus on. Make sure I'm good, and it don't take long. Like, focusing on me being good is something that takes place from the time I wake up to the time I walk out the door, and then when I get back in, I just making sure I need my nutrition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look. But one of the things that I see that a lot of people think is, oh, retire, like, you not I'm paying for anything means you don't have to do nothing. It's like, no. Like, for example, if I'm like, hey, baby, you ain't got to worry about that no more. I'll take care of that. I'll pay all the bills, take care of all those bills. That don't mean you can't do nothing no more.
Right.
That means, hey, you know what? Take care of what needs to be taken care of at the home. Other than that, go do you, baby.
Born the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to go 50-50. A man should provide for me. But I'd be like, that stereotype and that construct, y'all, it's old.
Yeah.
A woman being a housewife, y'all are quick to say that's old.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I'm a firm, I agree. On their own, I 100% agree with the statement. I have no issue with the statement. If you tell a woman, no, you're going to be stuck in the house doing this, I'd be like, hey, if she don't want to be in the house stuck in there doing that, then that ain't what she going to do. Like, there's no point to me forcing something down on you, but vice versa. Everybody get these levels of freedom and get to neglect accountability except for a man.
Yeah.
A man, we have yet to update our responsibilities. Our responsibilities since the time of cavemen and hidden dinosaurs on the tail with rocks and sticks has always been provider and put your life in danger. That is what we do. We do that 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A woman already knows, hey, I go out here, I get in a situation with a man, my man, if I'm with him, will protect me.
All I got to do, make that call.
Make that call. I will get my husband on you. Or, hey, somebody that came into the house, They woke up first. They not walking downstairs. They only woke up to alert you to get up. Baby, go handle that. And rightfully so. I'm cool with those things. But when I try to say my ex, that's because really that's not the role.
Yeah,
that's really what that is. Gender roles are simply expectations. So when the man says, "Okay, so you got this pretty long list of what you expect me to do, and I fulfill all those on the honor system, because principle. You expect this, I'm gonna give you that because that's what men do. I give you what you ask for. Yeah. Now, when I ask you for something, the first thing women that's prehistoric. You living in the old times. We don't do that no more. Women don't have. So this shoe only fits me. This only applies to me.
Yeah, but see, that's a huge issue because when you put expectation out there, a extreme expectation out there, you're gonna get the opposite results on the other end. That's like way back in the day, there were men out here that were like women are second class citizen, you know. So then what happened? You end up hitting the extreme feminism thing, and I'm like, okay, yes. I believe a woman could do the same things a man can do. Now, you have these people that think, these women that think that because of your God natural thing that you were born with, that makes you able to say, I don't have to do nothing else except give you this.
Right.
And that's where that whole red pill extreme movement came from with that.
Everybody's making it like everybody's a reaction.
Like Andrew Tate, for example, he said some things that I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's a little, like he went a little too far with that. But then certain things he say, I agree with. And she was an extreme feminist. She dressed up as a man for like 2 years. She committed suicide. And the reason she committed suicide was because she saw the lifestyle and how women treated men. Like, oh, you don't get the same love that women get. You don't.
No.
Any man here that no man's gonna tell you that. And it's not because we're all in it together trying to prove somebody wrong. It's the fact that it's true. Men don't get the same love.
No.
Men don't get the same accountability.
No.
Men don't get the same results as women. It's like all the things that you want, you have to get out here and earn. Like, there's men out here, like, what was it? And I hate saying it because I'm not a Fresh and Fit fan. The big thing they were talking about, we ain't in the same league. We don't play the same game. So, if I'm a millionaire and I have a yacht, I had to earn that yacht. The women that came on this yacht, all they had to do was look pretty. Who actually put in the work for this yacht? The person that earned it. I worked and got a yacht. Yes, I can get women because of what I put in, the work I put in. That's what gets me the women. Now, a lot of women are saying, oh, well, we put in work too. Not the same way. We're not playing the same game.
So it was a post on Instagram to where a woman said, you know what? Women are leveling up, and women are just seem like they're getting prettier and prettier, and men are not. And he's just like, and I was like,
I saw that.
Yeah, and then I was just like, well, you got maybe it's Maybelline and MAC, and you know. You got all kinds of color palettes. You got all kinds of surgery.
You got contouring. You got all the. You got eyeliner. You got. It was another one. This dude, like, he got this girl back to the room. They get in the bedroom and everything. He looked all swole, all this kind of stuff. She really feel him. She about to give him some. And then he was like, "Hang on 1 second." So he took off his muscles. Like, he looked real swole with the shirt on. When he took the shirt off, the muscles just disappeared. She was like, "What?" He was like, "Hey, don't even trip. Don't even trip. I bought them myself. You know, that's me.
I bought them.
And then all of a sudden, the next thing he do, he take off his shoes, and he's like 4 inches shorter than what he was. She was like, hold up. He was like, oh, no, I just bought some shoes, that really fit me. There's no difference in you wearing heels. He's like, you bought something that made you look good. He's like, okay. But then, like, the last one, what he take off? Like, he unzipped his pants, and then the screen just cut off, and she was like, oh, hell no. I'm like, what about the booty pop and all those kind of things?
Look,
the push-up bra.
What I'm saying is, if we all gonna live like this is a costume party, like if we gonna go through our entire lives living like costume parties, why can't everybody buy their costume?
Yeah.
Like that guy if that guy wants the muscles but don't want to go to the gym, just like the waist trainers and all that, and the firm up your body. The same way you go throw that on, why can't he go throw him a 6-pack?
Yeah.
Why not? But because that goes against the expectation of a man. Yeah, the expectation for a man is you have to earn that. If you got a 6-pack, you went to the gym, you did the work, and you earned the 6-pack.
Yeah.
If only thing that they gonna give you a pass on is dentistry. As a man, that's the only thing they give you a pass on.
I don't even know if you get a pass off that, because I've heard females talk about dudes having bad teeth and yellow teeth and busted up teeth.
But I'm saying, like, if you go get you some veneers put in and all that, they give you a pass.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's what I'm saying. He had to get, because I just feel like women really want dudes with good teeth. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
I understand.
They gonna give you a pass on that. But everything else, it's work. If you show up and your hair is nappy, if you're not trying to get dreads, fam, then why ain't you seen a barber? Okay? All your issues, all your flaws are magnified as a man. Like, they're going to judge you based on your package, because everything that you have, the assumption is you had to work for it all. So if you don't have it, it's automatically assumed that you're lazy.
I was thinking about this one. I've heard so many young ladies, women, and all that kind of stuff talk about, oh, I had a bad hair day and stuff like that. But, like, a dude can't show up with his head looking rough and be like, man, I had a bad hair day. Give me a break. Nah, bro, you need to do something with that.
Go get a brush. You need to work. If you don't, anytime you off your game, the expectation is it's you.
Yeah.
With a female, hey, my hair got wet in the rain. That's why it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't bring an umbrella? Like, nobody gives them flack. And like I said, I'm not here to try to push flack on you, but I'm just trying to give you the mind that, hey, the next time you see a dude and he ain't 100% on,
like,
give him a break.
I don't know. I guess my thing I look at is with being 50-50. I look at it like this. We put in like 50-50, 100, however you want to say. I'm putting in my all, you putting in your all. Right. I don't expect your all to be the exact same as my all. But I expect you to put in the work just like I do.
Right.
Some people are like, I ain't putting in no work. I don't want to put in no work, but it's your job to put in work.
It's your job to provide for me. It's like, and I feel like, we're gonna move on because we really gotta keep pushing. Yeah. But I really feel like the culprits we need to blame for this mentality in women is Disney, video games, media and movie. Like, because I say Disney because Ariel came from underwater and didn't know nothing. She was using a fork to comb her hair.
Yeah. Whatever it was.
She gets on land, can't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Bat her eyes a few times, and now she's with her Prince Charming living on.
She's with the prince.
And the world moves so much on her behalf. She went from fins to feet. Like, just think about Sleeping Beauty. This man and Wynn did all this work just to come kiss you to wake you up. so he could change your life and put you on easy street. And all you had to do was to get to the level you was at was go to sleep. Just sleep.
Because you ate an apple.
Video games. How many times is we going to let Bowser snatch up Peach and not question why?
Why she get snatched up?
Mario was just a Captain Save him, bro.
Yeah.
Because she go out there and she get put in this situation. She meets a terrible guy. And now Mario got to go through. And if you pay attention to it now, Mario start off real short. He go get the mushroom to make himself bigger than what he really is. He got to beat up all the villains in the place, catch money everywhere. If you get enough money, they give you an extra life. They saying, hey, she really gonna like you. If you got bread, you can do this relationship 100 times, fam. As long as you paid, she gonna figure it out. She just setting it up to where, and Bowser, if you look at it, is Bowser ever in an apartment?
No.
Always a castle. He got multiple castles. She just waiting for Mario. The reason you go through 8 levels is she waiting on Mario to get enough money to where she'll finally leave Bowser and come deal with you. I'm just stating facts. Like, that's what really happens. But like I'm saying, for the most part, all this comes back and breaks down to, if you're a female, the way westernized society wants you to think is you're the prize, and there's no man out there who actually has everything necessary to attain you.
But see, that's kind of hard. I mean, I'm gonna just say this real quick. If you think you're the only prize in the box, you're sadly mistaken, because look at it like this. There's less men that you want. On top of less men that you want, less men that can do the things that need to be done.
Right.
On top of that, it makes me better.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm what you want.
I'm him.
Yes. So it's like you wouldn't pick a dude that was less than you to be with you.
Yeah. You wouldn't do that. And Young Jock got to deal with a female saying you don't want your kids to be like him. Diamond the Body claims that she slept with over 3,000 men.
Man.
3,000.
Look, man, I did. I thought about this in so many different ways. She's a hoe. You call me wherever you want. Say, oh, I'm being chauvinistic. You're not going to sit here and tell me she's not. For example, 3,000 people. She's 34 years old right now. That's 150 people a year. If she was screwing since she was 14, 150 people. So if she started with 16, that's, bruh, like, you're not going to sit here and, I know somebody's like, oh, well, this is male patriarchy talking about what a woman can and can't do. No, I'm not saying you can't enjoy your life, enjoy yourself, have fun, things like that. But when you get to 3,000, you do not know all their names. I can't name all 3,000 people right now. Like, just naming names. 3,000?
If you get to 3,000, that better be your occupation. You better be a sex worker.
First of all, porn stars don't even have 3,000 bodies. 3,000?
That's a lot.
I'm like, don't get me wrong. When I saw this one, I was laughing because dude said 300. And then I'm like, nah, bruh, you missing a zero behind that. And he didn't say nothing. He was like, oh, well, 300, it ain't too bad, but I don't judge you on your past. 300 ain't bad. And I'm like, bruh, you missing a zero. That's 3,000. 3,000. That's more than triple.
That's 10 times the amount you just said.
I'm like
10 times that.
And I'm like, don't get me wrong. Even if a dude said 3,000, I'm like, bruh, you just throwing your dick in the wind.
No.
3,000 as a dude?
See,
3,000?
This is what the problem is. We just determined what, my friend? That everything that you have is considered work, right? Every time you do something, either positive or negative, it's work.
Yeah.
You can't show up and you can't put the makeup, the mascara on to look different than what you is. You need to look like you look and just make that work. Right?
Okay.
So, a woman sleep with 3,000 men. If Nia Long was, let's just say Nia Long was the woman who said, I've reached 3,000 men in my life. Right?
Okay. You
could have very well been one of those men. And she could have did it in less than 60 seconds. She could have walked through the door and said, I choose you. Just like Ash Ketchum. Throw a Pokeball at your ass and open that bitch in the bedroom. And you down. You like, hell yeah. You won now. She could do that with almost every man in America. Literally walk into a room, say who she gonna do it to, and go do it. Now, you as a man, if you reach 3,000,
first of all,
I'm
not
the
saying
yacht,
that.
You need the limo. You need the house. You need the profession. You need the stardom. You need a whole. You have to amass Mansa Musa levels of finance, and then you still might not make it out of the 1,000.
But
you might not make it out of the
here's what I'm just saying. For anybody that hits 3,000, I'm like, I know you don't agree with me, but I'm like, yes, it's work. You still a hoe. 3,000, you threw your dick in the wind.
No. Look, bro.
First of all, at 3,000, you screwed a couple of fat chicks. You screwed some ugly chicks. First of all, no. You're not going to tell me that you didn't. You're not going to tell me that you didn't. Because I know dudes that had 300 bodies, and I'm like, they don't have a couple of fat chicks or a couple of night fighters.
This is what I'm telling you right now. You saying overweight women like that's a thing. Look, what I'm
not
telling
saying
you is
the issue.
What I'm telling you is, even to hit the overweight chick, he had to work, cause she got expectations for that man. She gonna at least want a hot pocket, fam. She ain't gonna just do this on the empty stuff. You gotta give her something. Nia Long ain't have to give you nothing. She actually came in here, told you what she wanted from you, and still walked in your kitchen and took your.
I'm
Debbie
not
snacks.
Saying
stop
that,
playing.
No. I'm not saying that it's not way different, but the level is still hoe.
It's not.
The level is still hoe to me. I'm sorry.
Look,
I'm just saying.
All right, look. If somebody won the lotto and they got 10 million off it,
okay,
what you call them?
A millionaire?
No. Like the whole process of getting it. Like you won the lotto. What do you call people who win the lotto?
Lucky.
You see that?
Okay.
Women are lucky. You're lucky you was born a woman and you could walk into a room and tell a man to come lay down and he gonna do it. You're lucky. There's no work associated with it. You just go in and you get it. You didn't have to really work to get $10 million. You just got $10 million. That's why you see all the people who, well, not all the people, a lot of people who win the lotto, they go broke relatively soon because you don't understand the level of work it takes to maintain that level of finance. You don't know because you lucked up on it. You're lucky.
Okay.
Now, you go talk to a man who built an empire that's worth $10 million. What do you call him?
Lucky.
He built it.
Yes, he built it.
There's no way. There's no way you can. You saying that now.
No.
You saying that now, but there's no way you gonna call that man lucky.
No.
You say that now.
People who have their work ethic is extreme and hard, but they didn't get 10 million because they were lucky to meet the connections and get where they needed to be.
In order for you to meet the connections and be, you have to be there. There's still work associated with anything that you amassed, that you built, is work associated with it. There's nobody who's going to tell a man who reached 3,000 women that, hey, you are, no.
Yes, they're going to tell you he's a hoe.
You can't be.
Like, bruh, you didn't work. Okay.
Yes, you did.
Okay,
you worked.
What I'm talking about, like, there are women that, yes, I've had to work for because I want quality.
Yep.
But there are women that I could just smile at and they were down. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say that is because, yes, I had I was with my mama today. I had a couple of people yesterday, like, oh, with your dimples and all that kind of stuff. Oh, your dimples just so cute and everything. That's my opening right there.
Understood.
Like, I ain't even got to say a word.
But see, that's dimples. Your opening. Women don't have to open. They just demand. You walking, she walks through the door. She ain't got Nia Long got some really nice dimples. No, she just gonna walk up and be like, hey, come on. And you gone. Vice versa. You walk up on Nia Long. You gonna pull that move? Nia, come on. Security. Security. You can't do it. We gotta stop acting as if stop telling men they something that they not. If you put in the work to live the lifestyle you live, then you worked for that. You only accomplished and brought into fruition your dream. You a worker. You worked. If you just got it off a whim, it just happened. So here we go. We're here now.
All I'm saying is 3,000 bodies.
3,000 bodies. That lets me know. At 3,000, that lets me know off the rip.
At 3,000, you caught an STD. No matter what you say, you caught one.
I'm not finna argue against that in any way. I agree.
They say 1 in 4 people have had an STD. Now, my thing is 1 in 4, 3,000. Mm-hmm. And you're not gonna tell me every last one of these you wore condoms with. Every last one of these you would just I was just super protected and no. So that's why I'm calling it what it is.
But what I'm saying is, what a woman can do in 60 seconds, a man has to take a week, a month, a couple of days. At least, even for a man, a one-night stand still took one night. That's what I'm saying. A woman, they can literally have a 1-minute stand. Like, hey, I just showed up. It's time. And it happens. So I'm like, the instantaneousness of it, the low need for work, it tarnishes it for you. Because it's like, no, you can't tell me that you earned this. You didn't earn nothing. You're physically born to this. It's like, what did you do? But as a man, I don't care who you are. You could be Michael Ealy with the eyes, Idris Elba.
First of all, Michael Ealy
he can get something. He ain't gonna hit 3,000.
He can hit 3,000.
He ain't gonna hit 3,000.
He can hit 3,000 just by a look.
He ain't gonna hit 3,000 without working.
Man, let me put some Hazel Brown eyes in. I could get a good 100 more.
100 more, but still, you went and put the hazel eyes in, and you still gonna have to talk to him. You still gonna have to take some of them on a date.
His eyes. Yeah, take dimples too.
And you still finna take them on a date.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, there was some people you ain't even take on a date. Don't act like every girl. All
right, quality wise. So, Nia Long. I
didn't say quality. No. Say quality.
But I'm saying quality. I'm throwing that in there now.
Okay.
You didn't say it, but I'm saying it. Nia Long can go up and she can hit quality guys.
Yeah.
With ease.
Yeah.
Like I said, you turn around, you put your hazel eyes in and your dimples, and you walk up on the table with Nia Long sitting, and you just like, hey, come on, let's go. It's time. Security. It's not realistic. It's not the same. There's work. If you had to, like, don't get me wrong. I'll tell you like this. If you was a chick who was a true night fighter, like somebody who's just like, you got a face only a mother could love. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to give an instance where it's so radical to where this would actually be comparable to how men have to live. She couldn't put on makeup. She was allergic. She couldn't change her face. She didn't have the money. And she found herself knocking off quality men. And she hit 3,000. I wouldn't call her. I wouldn't. In no way. Because I'm like, all these other fees, they just showed up. But you had to work. I know she going to be like, look, I had to massage and manicure some feet. I had to wake up and cook every day, just to hit, just to be hit. It's different. So I'm like, if you ain't working, I'm not. If you ain't working, it's luck. And if it's luck, I gotta call you. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Call you out your name. Like, it is what it is. I mean, I prefer not to call them that, but if I have to.
I mean, I don't just go around calling women hoes or people hoes, but I'm like, man, sometimes when the shoe fits, you gotta wear it.
You 3,000. You 3,000 in, and I know you didn't work to get it. No, it is what it is, like you said. Outside of that, I think that brings us to the conclusion, Young Greatness. Anybody else you want to say something to before we get up out this thing, man?
Well, remember, like, subscribe the podcast, something, the number 4, DA people. Check us out. We're on everything. Like, subscribe, share with a friend. Hey, if you got a comment, feel free to let us know how you feel. Everybody does or everybody doesn't agree with us. It just all depends on you.
I think if you don't agree with me, at least you're listening to me. At least you had enough mind to disagree. If you do agree with me, though, then at least you had enough mind to take into consideration what I said. So how we move on this podcast is not to attack a soul. I'm not here to come at nobody. Levels of understanding. Just like I be trying to get him to understand men can't be.
And I'm trying to get him to understand that, yes, men can be. And I used to be that way. And I'm okay with that.
I'm just saying. You say that, but at the end of the day, you still had to work.
I mean, still don't make you not one. Because you had to work for it.
We ain't going to jump into it. You could join us next time on something for the people where I try to alter his perception of that. But
he ain't altered nobody's perception.
What I will say is this, though. Who was it? Well, it's been a lot of birthday. I had a whole child. New child.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Outside of that, it's been a few people's birthdays. My nephew, shout out G Baby. It was happy birthday. We went out there and did that.
Oh, I almost forgot. My mom's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, shout out.
Had a good time up until I got my car towed, but.
And tell them how. First of all, we gonna give you 60 seconds. Go. Explain how fraudulent and.
Okay, so I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. There, we go to this place called Dirty Laundry in downtown Fort Worth. The thing is, there's a parking spot. There is cars parked on the side of the road, so I park on the side of the road with the other cars. On one end, it says that there's parking. You can park here. The other end, it says that there's no parking, and it's like way down there. So what the Fort Worth police end up doing is waiting for people to get out of their cars to go into the bars and everything. Once they do that, they call the tow truck companies, and they get your car towed. So I got my car towed last night, $225 to get the car out. And then on top of them towing my car, they gave me a ticket. And I'm like, there's no parking zone or anything right here. It's just on one end of the street, it has a no parking. And then on the other end of the street, it has parking. How the hell am I supposed to know where that ends and begins? And it literally doesn't say on the sidewalk, no curb, no in front of the establishments or anything. So, yeah, I'm just glad I had the money because it makes no sense. $225 for you having my car 30 minutes or less. So, I'm cool, but I'm in my feelings.
Understood. With that being said, this has been another episode of Something for the People.